Hi, my name's Rob Patterson. I'm here today to talk about self-service technologies and how they relate to the hospitality and tourism industry. The purpose of this presentation is to not only expound upon a growing trend in the hospitality industry, self-service technologies or SSTs, but also to explain it so a novice or my mama might understand it. So mama, this is for you. So what is an SST? It must be something really newfangled that Generation Z came up with in order to do less work, right? Well, according to the History Network, self-service technologies have been around since 1969 in the form of ATMs. So you say you know what an ATM is, right? Well, those machines embody the exact same principles as the self-service technologies at restaurants. Instead of an automated banker, you can now have an automated waiter. So SSTs, according to Transparency Market Research, are technologies that help customers in producing services without requiring any assistance from direct service employees. Various service interactions are being replaced by self-service technologies in order to improve the efficiency and accuracy. The SSTs of the future for restaurants are starting to show up now. As stated in the Journal of Hospitality and Tourism Technology, innovative technologies and business models have revolutionized the hospitality and tourism industries. Examples of such innovations are phone-in key cards, mobile self-check-in, mobile booking, and self-serving check-in kiosks. Today, I'm talking about ordering kiosks. Some are stationed so your order is placed before you sit down. Some are actually sitting on your table just waiting for you to place your order. Honestly, who goes to a restaurant for the waiters or servers anyway? Most people go because they've heard about the great food, drinks, or atmosphere, or the spot is a great place to people watch or hang out with friends. Really, waiters can even inhibit diners. How comfortable are you trying to place an order when you're unsure of how to pronounce different items? And regardless of your experience, the societal norm is to pay them 20% on top of the cost of your meal. It's expected even if the service is lacking, because you don't want to be that guy. Sometimes the waiter's so weeded, an industry term for being buried with customers, you can't get one to come to your table. Sometimes they get your order wrong, and instead of sending it back and waiting for the kitchen to cook you another meal, you just accept the wrong food. Sometimes they don't have very good attitudes.
Tell her she can kiss my grits.
I'm not sure where her grits are, and I'm definitely not kissing them. Sometimes they're really pushy, or act like you're stupid because you don't know how to pronounce a dish, or act like they know what you want to eat better than you do.
This place is really nice.
I've walked by a million times, and just every time I see it, I want to check it out. You know?
Yeah, it's really cool. No, I'm glad I came.
Welcome to Vie Leger. I'm Zach. I'll be your server. Can I get you started with something to drink?
Water's fine for me.
I'll have water also.
Are you sure? Can I get you some wine? Maybe a Chardonnay?
I think we're fine, right?
Yeah, water would be perfect. Yeah. So.
Trust me, you're gonna want wine.
Trust me, I know we want water.
Listen, man, you're on a date, right? See, it's customary to buy an alcoholic beverage at least for your date. I mean, come on, she's your date.
How do you know that we're on a date? And she just said she just wanted water.
You should insist.
Why would I force her to drink alcohol?
Listen, bro. I've seen this date a million times. It doesn't end well.
Do I know you?
All right, big guy. I'll be right back with those wines.
Waters.
We just want waters.
Okay. Can I get you any appetizers while I'm down here?
No, I'm fine.
Nope. That's good. Okay. It's charming.
Really, really charming.
I like him already.
Yeah.
Can you believe you're still expected to tip that guy? Granted, most waiters are not like the last two we just saw, but they're not what you go to the restaurant for, so why not eliminate them except in certain situations? Sure, they'll still be expected at a very nice restaurant, where to be waited upon, emphasis on upon, actually enhances the experience, as they describe in great detail and greater flourish the menu items, wines, or the lineage of the chef. But how often do you really go to one of those restaurants in a year? Once? Twice? 3 times? Most likely a restaurant that utilizes SSTs, and not only the order process but also the payment process, will become the norm and will still be a perfectly enjoyable restaurant experience.
This is Steve. He owns a profitable 5-unit fast casual restaurant chain, and he's looking to expand. With killer locations, sometimes Steve's businesses pull in more customers than they can handle during peak periods like lunch and dinner. And Steve hates seeing long lines drive customers away. But his customers are tech-savvy in an increasingly mobile world. So Steve installs 3 self-order kiosks in one of his restaurants. Now guests can browse the menu, navigate dietary constraints, and read nutrition facts at their own pace. This small consideration translates to customers purchasing about 15% more in every transaction. The self-ordering system is simple and can process up to 3 orders at once, so lines move faster, and Steve sees his daily customer base grow by 25%. Plus, the interface is so intuitive for customers that Steve saves money on employee training, moving his former cashiers into the kitchen to help fill all the new orders being placed. Now Steve has more customers, and they purchase more in every order, leading to a dramatic compounding of profit. Before adding the kiosks, Steve's average store handled 200 orders a day, averaging $7 each for a total daily revenue of $1,400. With the kiosks, Steve now takes an additional 50 customers per day, and check averages have gone up to $8. Steve's new daily revenue is $2,000 or $600 more every day of the year. By installing self-order kiosks in each of his 5 stores, Steve adds more than $1 million in revenue and increases his profit by $500,000 every year. And because the increased spending per check goes mostly toward high-margin add-ons, Steve's costs stay the same, but his profits go up. Now Steve can open stores sooner and more often, and franchising his concept is more lucrative for potential franchisees.
Now if the order is wrong,
So-
you know exactly who to blame. From more choices to cutting down wait times to repurposing labor, the industry experts agree SSTs are the future of casual dining. But don't just take my word for it. Industry commentator Vince Dixon, writing for Eater.com, states, experts predict that fast casual restaurants, the middle ground between traditional fast food and table service restaurants when it comes to price level, style, service, and food quality, will only become more commonplace in the near future. One can only imagine how these places will evolve over the next 25 years, but current trends may offer clues. People of the future will most likely see fewer humans and more computers operating their favorite restaurants, according to Jeremy Julian and Gary Stotko, also known as the Restaurant Technology Guys. As executives for restaurant technology company Custom Business Solutions, Inc., the duo spends a lot of time convincing restaurant owners to get with the times or potentially lose business, a dichotomy that will drag restaurants deeper into the digital age. So self-service technologies have already been a part of other service industries. According to the trade journal Hospitality Technology, excellence in hospitality revolves around the basic premise that customers should have choices. The self-service hospitality model rose to prominence in light of this notion, giving customers more choices in how they interact with hotels, airlines, and rental agencies. Being greeted by a long check-in line at a hotel may be a thing of the past. at boutique hotels from Citizen M in Amsterdam to the Inn at St. Botolph in Boston. Wary travelers are no longer ushered to the check-in desk as soon as they set foot in the hotel. Instead, companies such as NCR Corporation are designing software that allows travelers to check in remotely using their tablets or smartphones. NCR's technology provides travelers with alternative options for how to interact with their hotels and marks yet another move towards self-service in the physical travel space. From online check-in to airport kiosks, car rental stations to automated hotel room access, the hospitality industry is in the midst of a self-service revolution. How about speed of service for a reason to embrace SSTs? According to Marilyn Odessa Trophy, writing for the industry research report, Quick Service Restaurant Report, waiting to order at a quick service restaurant ranked among consumers' top 5 waits we most hate in a survey by global technology provider NCR Corporation. According to the company's Service Consumer Survey, 97% of Americans are ready to turn to self-service technology. Did you get that? 97%. That's practically everybody. In the form of text messaging, the internet, and kiosks. There's those kiosks again, to speed up their transactions. 86% noted that they are more likely to do business with a company that allows the flexibility to interact using self-service, or an increase of 11% over the year before. 66% said the availability of self-service technologies creates a more positive perception of a brand. According to Noah Glass, founder and CEO of mobile and online technology provider GoMobo, alternative ordering technology has been shown to increase customer loyalty. Glass says one of GoMobo's restaurant partners conducted a survey and found that almost half, 49%, of the respondents said they would come back more frequently because of the advanced ordering option. Speed was the number one reason consumers preferred self-serve, garnering 68% of the votes. Convenience came in a close second, 64%, and making transactions easier, 52% followed. Papa John's has received more than 1 billion, that's a billion with a B, I like saying billion, online orders since offering the option to customers in 2001. In 2006 alone, online sales accounted for more than 200 million in sales for the chain and have increased by 50% each year. Papa Gino's Pizzeria and D'Angelo Grilled Sandwiches has scheduled the launch of its POS integrated online ordering offering developed by Enosis in about 370 primarily New England stores for third quarter this year. Michael McNana, Senior Vice President of the Brand Development for Papa Gino's and D'Angelo, explains that whether 24 or 36 months from now, online ordering will be a cost of entry into the quick service business. Papa John's is one of the many quick service operators considering adding kiosks to its ordering mix. Ensign says that the company is conducting tests in the lobbies of some of the chain stores that see significant foot traffic. In the NRA's consumer study, 16% of adult respondents said that they had placed their own order using a self-service terminal at a quick service restaurant. However, of these adults who had not used a kiosk, 57% said they would be likely to if it was offered by a quick service restaurant. NCR also found that minorities are particularly inclined to use self-service. I thought this was interesting. with 55% of the African American respondents and 57% of Hispanics saying that they have chosen one company over another because it offered the option of self-service. For Hispanics and other non-native English speakers, self-service eliminates the language barrier, says Lee Holman, lead retail analyst for IHL Group, a global research and advisory firm specializing in technologies for the retail and hospitality industries. For every customer, it eliminates the element of miscommunication between them and the order taker. And finally, this endorsement from the largest restaurant chain in the world and a few other national brands as well. Per the Computer World website, McDonald's this week told financial analysts of its plans to install self-ordering kiosks and mobile ordering at its restaurants. It isn't the only food chain doing this. The company that owns Chili's Grill and Bar also said this week it will complete a tablet ordering system rollout next month at its U.S. restaurants. Applebee's announced last December that it would deliver tablets to 1,800 restaurants this year. The pace of self-ordering system developments and deployments appears to be gaining speed. But there's a political element to this, and it's best to address it quickly. The move toward automation comes at the same time pressure to raise minimum wages is growing. A Wall Street Journal editorial this week, Minimum Wage Backfire, said that while it may be true for McDonald's to say that its tech plans will improve customer experience, the move is also a convenient way to justify reduction in the chain's global workforce. However, they may retrain and repurpose many of their cashiers, pay the staff that remains a higher wage, and keep the prices where people can afford. So, does it sound like the SST future is already upon us? Well, why not, I say. Benefits for the guests can include better access to nutritional information, clearly seeing all available choices, precision in ordering, and a reduced overall bill. And I say adopting this technology as soon as possible makes me more powerful as a hospitality and tourism professional by giving me a differential advantage over my competitors by vastly improving my financial performance due to reduced payroll, more opportunities for upselling, clear analytics, and improved accuracy in capturing revenue. Furthermore, this technology easily leads into another wave of the future SST, the self-service payment option. Because sometimes waiting on the waiter to bring you your bill is a lot like this.
Oh! Hey Siri, set timer for 14 minutes.
Okay, 14 minutes and counting.
Waiting for cookies. Hey Siri, play me waiting playlist. Thank you.
If I could save time in a bottle, the first thing that I'd like to do
Me so hungry for cookie.
is to save every day till eternity passes away, just to spend them with you.
Hey Siri, check the timer.
Could make
Here's the
days
timer.
last forever.
Oh,